With little or no editing, it's defense up. I'm Run 7. How you doing? That's right, I'm back. I couldn't stay away, but I am a little bit rusty considering I haven't done this since last year. So I had Jgiusti and Athame on the line with me, helping me go over Jgiusti's defense. This is the most amazing defense that we're ever going to see. And if you have any problems with the way that we grade Jgiusti's defense, well, you can blame Jgiusti first and foremost because he's talking it up. But also you can throw some hate at Athame because, you know, he said it's pretty good too. All right. Now, the thing that really gets us exciting is at the very end of this roster, we've got the ultimate defense. Nothing can beat it. It stops everything. It stops time. It stops your mother from calling you too many times. It stops every defense you can ever think of, except maybe Unlimited. They still get through. But that one's really good, and we're going to talk about that at the end. But for right now, we're going to look at this first one, team number 1, which is, of course, the Underworld with Zemo and Red Skull. What we actually discovered is that we want to do a placement change with Kingpin, putting him in the center. Now remember, Kingpin spawns in some minions and that can affect the speed with Taskmaster, but we don't worry about that in Crucible because that doesn't take place here. So it doesn't matter the load order on this team. What does matter is that you put Kingpin in a position where he's going to get hit a lot because that's going to speed up Kingpin and help you with some other stuff. I think his first move does like defense up to the whole team or something kind of nice. Anyway, one thing we could do is we could change Red Skull to a skirmisher to put another vulnerable out there. We do like keeping Zemo as a skirmisher, not a raider, because these guys are blue 3 and we want to use the double vulnerable on the field. So we're going to keep Zemo as a skirmisher for that. But yeah, placement change with Negative and Kingpin and the ISO change on Red Skull. We're going to go A- on this one. It's still a really solid team, even the way it is. Team number 2 is the Darkhold with Deathpool. Now we found 2 ways to go about this. The reason Deathpool is here is because we want to stop that Hella Zemo dorm comp coming in here and destroying them with bleeds. So if they come in here with Hella and Zim, then the Gregs are going to die, Zim's going to die, and it's going to proc Deathpool to do a lot of damage. But Athame told us another trick that we can use. We could put Thanos in here on the edge next to Strange. And Strange is a cosmic character, so he will get energy every time a Greg or a Zim dies, bringing him to his ultimate that much faster. Not to mention, when Thanos taunts, he gets 1,000% extra resistance, and so he has resistance that's comparable or even better to some of these tunes, meaning he won't be taking on bleeds as much, and that way when the Gregs and stuff are hitting into him, when the Zim is hitting into him, hopefully it doesn't land and stick to him. Oh, I hate this song. I got new stuff. Let's listen to the new stuff. All right, so everything about this is great the way it is. That Thanos is another thing that you can do if you want to, but we like it the way it is. We've got 3 strikers, 2 people putting out vulnerables. It's the best we can do. One thing I want to note is if you have legendary horsemen, I am recommending that you only take them to blue 3, not blue 4, because we don't know what the Apocalypse team is going to call for. That blue 4 ISO is super duper important in getting to Apocalypse. You may want to wait. I'm going to wait until other content creators get their Apocalypse and decide how that's going to play out when you see that kit, what we want to lock these horsemen in as. But for right now, just save your ions and stuff, save your ISO, because right now, like, every horseman's a striker, and that's probably not how it's gonna be. So let's go. Shut up, Athame. We like this. I'm giving the team an A. Chat's making fun of me. Okay. This is a team I run. I am actually using Proxima Midnight as a raider in place of Noir, but you can use Noir. Noir at a low level is great because it makes this number up here a little bit deceiving. This is actually like an 850 comparable power level team, maybe even 900. But Noir's bringing that number down. The reason Noir's in here is because he's fast. He has a lot of crit. He's going to crit and make these guys go faster, build up barrier, remove deflex, all kinds of stuff. That's fantastic. You've also got Yo-Yo in here. Basically the same thing. She's going fast. She's going to get a crit. I'd like to see Yo-Yo as a raider on this team, not a skirmisher. I don't like putting the vulnerables. I want her to crit and help speed up this team. We've got Polaris in here. She's got synergy with the team. Of course, she's the one removing the deflex. And then, of course, the showstoppers, the Dad Bros, Shatterstar and Longshot, they're the ones doing all the damage. The goal is to get them to go fast, and we're definitely doing that. So I don't like the skirmisher ISO. I think that should be a Raider on Yo-Yo. Otherwise, this is a fantastic team. Gets an A-. Moving on to team number 4, it's a straight up unlimited X-Men. I prefer Gambit to the outside. A lot of people like him in the middle because he goes invisible and divides up the team. I think he's kind of a hot target, and I don't want splash damage going on to 2 other people. So I like to put him off to the side, but it doesn't really matter. I don't dock people for that one. I would like to see Sunfire, I think that's his correct name. I like to call him Fire Chicken. I would like to see him as a striker because he has piercing damage on his basic ISO assist thing, and it does a lot of damage. I think that's even better than the crit damage on his AoEs, but it's still, Raider is still a good choice because he has a lot of AoEs. It does do a lot of crit damage. Again, we have a Horseman as a striker. I think she's great as a striker. I run her as a skirmisher, I think, right now because I'm using a little combo in Arena. But again, I don't think you should take him to 4 just yet because it's so expensive and we need that blue 4 ions and ISOs and currency, all that stuff. So striker's great, just don't take it to the moon. This team's an A, it's fantastic. There is an alternative. You could be changing them by putting in somebody who goes faster, like a Cable in place of Phantom X or an Emma in place of Dazzler is a good way to go. Makes this team faster. Then they have to come in with 2 speed meta adjusting teams to beat it if they want to do unlimited. Otherwise, they got to do some fancy 2-tap, 3-tap kind of nonsense that gets a little tricky. But we do have things that work like that, so it's probably best to start throwing this out this way. Jgiusti likes not changing the speed because his defense is designed to turtle, and he needs those speed adjusting characters for his offense because he has to use everything at his disposal to get through, coming up with some pretty imaginative offenses. He's one of the best, in my opinion, at this at Crucible, so that's why I like these defenses. Anyway, teams in A, moving on to number 2, it's the Gamma. Look who's missing. I wonder where he's at. So we've got Captain America in here. A lot of people are using Thor. I like Captain America better. Captain America, after this rebirth rework, his health bar is phenomenal. He does lots of cool stuff. He has a little bit of synergy with Hulk, but honestly, making him a healer or a fortifier works great. Jgiusti has him as a fortifier because he doesn't want to take him any higher than this. I don't think you really need to take him any higher. That rebirth team has phenomenal stats. I think they're going to crush. I don't think you're going to need to take him to teal gear or anything, but if you wanted to, I would recommend putting him as a healer. There's going to be so much healing going on with this defense. It's ridiculous. Plus, you've got 3 people taunting. That taunt's always moving around. You're never able to hit the same person a lot of times, which means they're going to get healed up on everybody else's turn. This team is actually bonkers tough to get through, even without Red Hulk. It's pretty killer. I really like this. This team definitely gets an A. And over here, this is our A+ phenomenal team. It's the Death Seed with Red Hulk. It's really simple. Mags clumps them together. Red Hulk rewinds everybody's turn meter on the opening move. Lets this team get the jump. Now, you can't sack this team. They're all gonna die. Archangel's gonna feed out a ton of energy, so Mags can just do it again the next time. It's ridiculous. It's amazingly tough. Unlimited beats it, but Jgiusti has set it up so that you're gonna kind of want to use Unlimited elsewhere in his defense. This is great. I'm going to be doing it. Lots of strikers, 1 skirmisher, but here's the thing. Dark Beast is going to be assisting 75% of the time, even on Red Hulk's turn. So it's great. If you want to use lots of strikers, here you go. This is your opportunity. So I'm going to be trying this one out soon. I think you should too. And hopefully this will hold for longer than 24 hours because we've seen some amazing defenses come in and get wiped out immediately when somebody goes, oh, wait, but you know, the hand team beats it or something stupid like that. Not that stupid, obviously, but you get what I'm saying. Anyways, this is a phenomenal team. I love it. It's an A+ for me. And that's it. So thank you for joining me and all that. I'm glad to be back making videos and streaming with everybody. I did a late night stream, kind of a bonus thing just to get in here and see you guys. I missed you all so much. So I'm really happy to be back. Remember, guys, don't just have a good game. Be good to yourselves and others too. And I'll see you next time. Bye.